Love your wife and children before you get married. Imagination can substantially dive us and make us crazy. It can astonishingly seize us and take us to the unreal world and disengage us from the real world. If we overly imagine, that's possibility that we become mere dreamers. It can make us lethargic. But imagination is not inherently bad, it is not wholly negative. It is extremely powerful. It is inextricably linked with our mind. Many great feats and accomplishments such as reformations, inventions, and discoveries are the offshoots of human imagination. Thus, it can phenomenally shape and impact our real lives. Albert Einstein, the great scientist, realized its power and intimated, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Imagining the future can be very fascinating and advantageous. I believe most people crave to get married and thus imagine it. There are different levels of imagination. Some may simply imagine about marriage that it only makes them wish to get married. There can be a higher level of imagination that can help us imagine about married life in a way that we begin to deeply love our wife and children even before knowing who she is and how our children would be. I am not positing the view that you should compulsorily have a girlfriend and love her imagining that she would be your wife. But you imagine that you would have an adorable wife and also bear good children. When you seriously engage in such cogitations, you can dearly love them even before knowing them. It can make your life more meaningful and interesting. When you begin to love your imaginative wife and children, you would be to live a better moral life. Unarguably, almost everybody would love to tie the knot with a trustworthy person. If you desire to marry a nice woman, you comprehended that you cannot get a good one if you are not good. So, using your imagination, if you love a woman with good character, you would strive to live a good life. The love of your future unknown wife would propel you to love your own life. You would inspire yourself to preserve your life to get a reliable partner. It will help you to stay away from multiple relationships before marriage. Certain youngsters believe that for experience's sake, it's good. But, on a serious note, when you go extreme, you ought to know that you're enjoying the persons who would be somebody you spouse in the future. Thus, loving your future partner is extremely worthwhile. It can discipline you and correct your way of life. When your moral life is good, it apparently results in many other good things. If you love your spouse now, you can love your life. Logically speaking, if you love your life, you would be a good person. Further, when you love your wife and children before you get married, it can stimulate you to work hard and prepare for them. Today, seemingly, many family problems are economic-related ones. The desires to let your spouse and children eat nutritious food, wear decent and essential dresses, send your children to good schools and provide their needs can make your life remarkable good at present. However, simple wish would not galvanize you into action. You must truly love them. If you start loving your children now, you would start acquiring knowledge so that you can teach and guide them well. If you have rich knowledge, you would have a particular profession you fancy, but recognize their passion and mentor them accordingly. Indeed, this is one of the biggest problems of many parents today. I believe almost all gentlemen and ladies imagine and wish to marry a good person and have good children. So you could argue that it doesn't make any difference your life. The word love, therefore, must be taken very somberly. If you have love, you love good things. Thus, when you love good moral life and hard work. Many young people claim that they are in love, yet they stay idle. It's not true love. In the future, they struggle in life because they are not prepared. In premarital relationships, many youngsters ruin their lives. The stories and memories of past immoral lives deeply affect the relationship of many couples. I lately realized that in the past I loved my future wife and children faintly. I think that if the thought dawned in me very strongly and embraced it early, I could have lived a better life. But this is not an expression of remorse. Yet, I opine that this philosophy, loving one's spouse and children before marriage, ought to be propagated to the youngsters today. Some view and promulgate that marriage topics should not be discussed with the young students. Why not? They are well aware of it, and therefore we should not refrain from talking about it. When we educate and imbue in the mind of the students the significance of loving future partner, I intensely believe that many would be benefited. If you are unmarried and do not love your future wife and children, start today.